are there any tips you have for connecting with elected officials, especially because you seem so confident and this person says, I'm not as confident as you are. So how
Uh,
would you answer that?
if you're not that confident to speak with elected officials in person, that have somebody with you to make have somebody with you to basically be there as a support system, because 9 times out of 10 not everybody is going to have the voice of not everybody's going to be the voice of reason. Luckily for me, of course I am, because I'm Mikey, but
You
other
just
people,
happen to be confident and that's
yeah, just
just
happen
who
to
you
be
are.
competent.
Yeah,
Basically,
I
just
mean,
support
I
system.
think you brought up a good point of going with someone else. That could be a support person, a family member, but you could also bring a friend. Um, I know, if you were to attend Disability Rights Legislative Day, um, they're trying to build in peer support into the process. So, if you set a meeting with the legislator and you're nervous, you could potentially go with a friend or someone who you trust. But there's also nothing wrong with sending a letter if you feel like you can express yourself better when you have more time to think through it, or asking for a virtual meeting. That's definitely possible.
Yeah.
And when I go to the Capitol, I like to remember these are just regular people, just like you or I. They're somebody who was elected, but they're just another person that lives in our state, that lives in your district, and they are there to represent you. And so anything you have to say is absolutely valid as someone who lives in their district. You just want to let them know what it's like to be you. Um, and yeah, you have every right to do that. Someone asked, you mentioned voting. Are there supports to help someone better understand voting and rights? That's a great question. There are a few resources that come to mind. One being the League of Women Voters, who will help people register to vote. They're nonpartisan, so they're not going to tell you who to vote for, but they do events to help people register to vote. Michael, do you know of any resources specifically for voting?
Uh, I can't think of them on the top of my head,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, I would say, like, even if you're a part of St. Louis Arc, or even Easter Seals, the Arc of Missouri, uh, Paraquat, or any other not for profit organizations that deals with individuals with disabilities, I think they will help you out with like how to fill the registry ballot. If you can't make it into the voting site, they'll help you out with the absentee ballot. They
Mm-hmm.
will help you out with making sure that uh yeah, they will make sure, like, who will be in the voting polls, and like
Mm-hmm.
uh in Proposition S or Proposition A, and all that stuff, making sure that you understand what this is mean, what these mean, and why you should or should not vote for it. So them
And
organizations help out.
you can also find a lot of information on government websites about voting. So
That
like
too.
St. Louis County or St. Louis County Mo.gov and St. Louis.mo.gov. I don't know the exact website, but whatever county you're in should have accessible voting information on their website. But if, when in doubt, if you need support with navigating how to register to vote, a navigator at the ARC would be happy to help you with that. So reach out to us if you need additional support, I would say, for voting. Take Michael's words home with you. Everyone is different, and that's an awesome way to end it, that we all have our own gifts and wonderful things about ourselves. So, well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We're so happy to have everyone here and have a wonderful Disability Pride Month.
Whoop, whoop.
Um, please celebrate in any way that feels right to you, and we are glad you're all here.